Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the West Hampton Township reorganizational meeting of January 2nd, 2024. The requirements of the Sunshine Law have been met. This meeting was advertised in the Burlington County Times January 6, 2023. An electronic notice was given pursuant to NJAC 5:39(1.5). We will now stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. We'd like to invite Ms. Renita Jones from American Legion Post 509 to lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will now have a moment of silence. There's been 5 members that passed away from Post 509. We will have a moment of silence for them, as well as Committeewoman Berkeley.
Mayor, we'd also like to have a moment of silence for Mrs. Carol Groff. Mrs. Groff graduated from RB and turned around and worked as an English teacher there for over 30 years. And after she retired from teaching, she continued to work at RB. She's worked at RB for over 50 years. And she passed suddenly on New Year's Day. And it's a very great loss for our community and the RB community. I know that she was Jamie and my teacher also, so we personally know what a great person she was.
Thank you. We'll now have the oath of office.
We'll now have the oath of office. I would like to invite Senator Troy Singleton to swear in Committeeman-elect Stanley Henley. Do that after, too. Stand to your oath there on the table.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. We'll now perform the oath of office for Committeewoman-elect Jamie Mungo. I would like to invite the Honorable Linda Hines to swear in Ms. Mungo.
So I do hate following the senator. I have to read it. Yes. Are we good? I, Jamie Mungo, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, under the authority of the people, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of committee woman according to the best of my ability, according to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Hines. I will now call roll. Committeewoman Nancy Berkeley.
Present.
Committeeman Otis Carr.
Present.
Committeeman Sandy Henley.
Present.
Committeewoman Jamie Mungo.
Present.
Committeewoman Janelle Cookwright.
Present.
Do I have any nominations for the position of mayor?
I'd like to nominate Sandy Henley.
Second.
Anyone else?
I'd like to nominate Otis Carr.
Do I have a second? Can I do a roll call for the nomination of Mayor Sandy Henley? Committeewoman Berkeley.
Yes.
Committeeman Carr.
Yes.
Committeewoman Mungo.
Yes.
Committeewoman Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. I would like to now invite Mr. Singleton again up to the front to swear in Mayor Henley. No. Excuse me, Senator. I was just getting them back for the previous comment.
I, Sandy Henley, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, that I will support the Constitution of the United States, and the Constitution of the State of New York, the Constitution of the State of New York, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and to the republic established for the United States, and the United States, and the authority of the authority, and I will faithfully, impartial, and justly perform all the duties of the office of mayor, and office of mayor, according to the best of my ability, according to the best of my ability, so help me God. So help me God. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator. Congratulations, Mayor Henley. Mayor Henley, I now turn over the meeting to you.
Do I have any nominations for the position of deputy mayor?
I'd like to nominate Jamie Mungo for the position of deputy mayor.
Second.
Are there any other nominations? Roll call.
Committeewoman Berkeley.
Yes.
Committeeman Carr.
Yes.
Mayor Henley.
Yes.
Committeewoman Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Now, we welcome the Honorable Linda Hines to do the swearing in.
Before I swear Jamie in, I just want to thank you very much for this honor to be able to come back to West Hampton. Come here today, and the position of deputy mayor means. I, Jamie Mungo. I, Jamie Mungo. Do solemnly swear or affirm. Do solemnly swear or affirm. That I will support the Constitution. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. Of the United States. And the Constitution. And the Constitution Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and allegiance to the state and to the government established in the United States under the authority of the people, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties that I do according to the best of my ability, according to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Now, do we have a few words from Senator Singleton?
Mayor, thank you committee for the opportunity to be in West Hampton once again. Just wanted to thank you for all of the privilege to be with my family. Judge on the finance officer that we have to get to we miss her when we go in the South, but our judiciary is better for her after there being honored for the very small work to have her see. One thing that Sam and I talked about in our relationship, goes back to when we were college freshmen. So we've seen each other grow and mature, and I can honestly tell you, his maturation as a man and a public servant is something that I am so thrilled to see and to live. I know how much he cares about this community and the support of his colleagues, allowing him stewardship and being there as God is a testament to that. Each and every member of this committee, no matter their parts of the league, has defended this community. And the service that they put in is something that is kind of really difficult at times. It's difficult being away from your family. It's difficult having to deal with yourself or the great big checks that y'all get to do this work. But it's truly a labor of love to see the public service. I would ask that as we continue on this journey, that our community comes out more with these types of events. Accountability, transparency, are what makes our government function at its best. And all of us as elected officials should never be afraid of hiring others to each other. It means that we are moving ourselves out to the people who we work with, all of our bosses, the state, the community, and the will to bless and be able to put such a small room, that is really, really ceremony, or she said, all of God's blessings in this year, and so we can get all have a happy time.
Thank you.
Nomination of professional appointments and resolutions.
I'd like to make the nomination of the following professionals for this year. Solicitor, Malama and Associates. Engineer, Alimo Group. Auditor, Bowman and Company, LLC. Planner, CME Associates. Prosecutor, Stacy Schlosser, LLC. Public Defender, Rosenberg, Perry and Associates. Bond Counsel, Malama and Associates. Tax Special Counsel, Kathleen Gaskill. Labor Counsel, Brown and Connery. Conflict Engineer and Environmental Resolutions. Financial Advisor, NW Financial. Administrative Agent, CME Associates. Risk Management Consultant, Hardenberg Insurance Group. Animal Control and New Jersey Animal Control. And IT Specialist, Fitzco.
Second.
Mayor, I have a question.
Certainly.
This is a fine group of professionals. Most of them I can support 100%, but there are a couple I do not wish to vote yes. How do I do that?
Gentlemen, so we would ask, what we would do is do two different, first and second, one on the group that we all agree on, and the second on the group that Mrs. Berkeley wants to remove.
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
So we need to ask her who she wants to.
Who would you like to remove?
I also have a question. Is Fitzko the IT specialist that we had this year?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'd like to remove the solicitor, the engineer, and the labor council.
Which engineer? And which list?
Solicitor Malamet and Associates,
Okay.
engineer Alimo,
Okay.
and labor council Brown and Connery.
Okay.
Thank you.
So now, can we make a motion for,
She made the motion, you need a second to remove them. If not, you vote to consent on all of them.
okay,
Did I make a motion to remove them? Okay,
yes.
Fine.
Do we have a second?
I'll second. I'll allow her to remove them.
If we remove them, they don't get approved.
I thought she just.
No, I just
Yes
wanted
or
to
no.
vote no on 3,
Well,
not...
to vote on them separately.
Oh, she wants to vote separate. Okay, so then you're going to motion to remove and separate.
Separate them for
Right.
separate vote.
And then everyone else can vote yes if they want.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you have a motion, you have to second to remove? Jamie?
I did the second to remove.
Do you need a roll call?
Yes.
Roll call.
For which one? Which one are we voting first?
So we're removing Solicitor Malamuth, Engineer Alimo, and Labor Brown. The roll call will be to separate. Berkeley,
Yes?
Carr, Mungo,
Yes.
Wright,
No.
Mayor Henley.
No.
Motion does not carry.
So now we can motion to vote for them all, correct?
So I either have to vote yes on everything or no on everything.
Correct.
I don't think that's fair. I'm sorry.
Okay. Roll call.
Berkeley,
No?
Carr,
Yes.
Mungo,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Mayor Henley.
Yes.
Motion carries 410.
Resolution appointing a township committee member to Land Development Board. Odis Carr.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
We need a second. No, we need a second.
Odis. I almost called it Odis. Odis, second.
No,
Somebody else.
can't.
Second. I second.
Yeah, you can't do this.
Any discussion?
Roll call.
Roll call.
Berkeley,
Yes?
Carr,
Yes.
Mungo,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Mayor Henley.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Resolution appointing a township committee member to the Historic Commission for the year of 2024.
I'd like to make a motion for Nancy Berkeley.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Berkeley,
Yes?
Carr,
Yes.
Mungo,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Mayor Henley.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Resolution appointing one member to the Recreation Commission, each for an unexpired 3-year term to expire in 2025.
Make a motion to appoint Thomas Bridges.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Berkeley,
Yes?
Carr,
Yes.
Mungo,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Mayor Henley.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Resolution appointing a township committee member to the Timbuktu Advisory Committee for the year of 2024.
I make the motion.
Second?
For Sandy. Mayor Henley.
Second?
Any discussion? Roll call.
Berkeley,
Yes?
Carr,
Yes.
Mungo,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Mayor Henley.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Resolution appointing 2 members to the Timbuktu Advisory Committee, Class A, each for a 3-year term, Jennifer Rayford and Sheldon Short.
I motion to nominate Jennifer Rayford and Sheldon Short.
I have a question, Mayor.
Sure.
Are they residents of Timbuktu, which are required?
No, but
Have
they're,
any residents this year of Timbuktu, and we're required to have 2 residents on the Timbuktu committee?
we're required to have 2 residents of Timbuktu as long as they apply for the position. There's no one from Timbuktu that applied for the position, so we can't force people to be in there.
Did we advertise the position?
We certainly always do. That has been this year and last year.
Okay, thank you.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Well, we had the discussion, so roll call.
Berkeley,
Yes?
Carr,
Yes.
Longo?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Resolution establishing a schedule of the regular meeting minutes of the Township Committee for the year 2024.
I motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Berkeley? Sorry.
Excuse me, Mayor, the June 7th is the primary election day, and that's on our calendar. Do we want to take that away or change that to the 8th? It's the same as the problem we had this year.
I mean, what do you got? I didn't have a problem with it, but it's up to you guys.
We just amend at that time if needed.
Yeah, we can amend to remove that meeting date and just have the one in June needed.
Do you have a motion to amend, June 7th?
What are we amending it to?
Just decide to amend if needed.
Right.
Just leave it as, vote on the calendar as it is, and then if needed, at that time, we can change it.
We can amend
We
it.
can change it, okay.
Yep. Roll call?
Do I have a motion?
I believe you had a motion from Janelle, Committeewoman Wright. Nancy, did you second or no?
I thought Otis seconded.
Okay, perfect. So, yes, we have a motion and a second. There was a discussion, so roll call?
Berkeley?
Yes.
Carr?
Yes.
Longo?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Consent agenda resolutions, consent agenda resolution note. Consent agenda items are considered to be routine and will be enacted with a single motion. Any items requiring expenditure are supported by the certification of availability of funds. Any items requiring discussion will be removed from the consent agenda. Does anyone have anything they'd like to remove?
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to remove we did it, 7/24 is already the regular meeting dates, isn't it? Okay, consent agenda, 13/24 and 16/24, please.
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda 8 through 12. What was your second one?
13/24.
Who was the second one?
13 and 16 I want to remove.
14 through 15, 17 through 23.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Berkeley?
Yes.
Carr?
Yes.
Longo?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Motion for resolutions
13/24?
13, 24, and 16, 24?
I make a motion for resolution 13, 24
And 16, 24.
and 16, 24.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes. Do we have a temporary budget to look at to know whether we should approve it or not?
It was included in the packet
When was it put in our packet?
before it was sent to you.
I'm sorry, but I looked on it, I could not find the temporary budget.
Okay.
Thank you.
We have a first and second, correct?
So we need to vote.
My apologies for this out of match. The temporary budget covers 26.25 of the township's yearly budget. It's not a itemized list of certain accounts that we'll be paying on, it's just a percentage of what we can pay on our accounts.
So we've not decided how
Right,
we're
it's
going to
not-
use that temporary budget?
Right. It's not a detailed budget. It's a temporary budget that gives a percentage of what we can increase by.
So that 26% can be spent in any way between now and when we had the final budget?
No, for the final budget, we would go over what exactly is being spent, as we do every year.
No, I meant the temporary budget can be spent anyway between now and the final budget.
No, we don't do that. We never did that.
It's 26.25% of each account, so that it gets us to budget approvals. It just allows us to operate before we go through budget approvals.
Okay? Usually, we have something ahead of time that we've gone over and discussed in November.
It's my understanding that the 2023 budget as modified is carry over at 26.25%. So operations may continue and salaries and wages may be paid.
Remotion, correct?
Yep.
Roll call.
Barclay?
No?
Carr?
Yes.
Mungo?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
Motion carries 410.
Mayoral appointments, Land Development Board and Historic Preservation.
1624, please.
They were
They
together.
were together.
They were together.
I believe it was only 1324 that Otis made a motion.
No, it wasn't.
Both.
Mayoral appointments, Land Development Board and Historic Preservation, no motion and second are required. Land Development Board, Class 4, Member 2, for a 4-year term, Frank Jones and Bob Thorpe. Land Development Board, Class 4 Member, Alternate Number 1, Jay Singh. Historic Commission, Class A Member, for a 4-year term, Brian Jansen. Bureau assignments for the committee liaison persons for the year 2024. Police, Sandy Henley. Public Works, Otis Carr. Recreation, Janelle Wright Cook. Municipal Court, Sandy Henley. West Hampton School Board, Jamie Mungo. RV Regional High School Board, Nancy Berkeley. Emergency Services, Sandy Henley. Veteran Affairs, Otis Carr. And Senior Citizens, Nancy Berkeley. Acknowledgement of the automatic appointments. Mayor is a member of the Land Development Board. We will now open the meeting for public comment. Please remember to state your name and address for the record. And remember, it's for comment only. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go.
I'm sorry, am I at the right point?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay. I'd like to, appreciate Mayor Sandy Henley and Otis Carr for their participation in our Veterans Day activity this, past November. They always come through for us. The township always comes through for us, every year. And I'd just like to read this letter off to you. West Hampton American Legion, Post 509. Would like to thank you for your assistance at the annual Veterans Day breakfast. The goal of the American Legion programs is to enhance the well-being of our veterans, their families, and our military in advocating patriotism in our community. Your support of our programs is greatly appreciated by our members. The member of Post 509 would like to express your sincere thanks for all you did this year to make sure our annual Veterans Day breakfast was a success. The donations of food and Mayor Jim came through with eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes, potatoes, fish. We had a great assortment of items, to choose from. Your dedication to supporting our organization and veterans in the community is deserving of recognition and praise, and we would like to publicly thank you for your contributions. Please accept our sincerest gratitude for God and country, Commander, myself, and Michelle Miller, the adjutant. Also, I have a letter of recognition for Otis Carr, West Hampton American Legion Post. I'd like to thank you for your donation received in November of 2023. This donation will be used to assist the American Legion in support of our programs and enhance the well-being of our veterans, their families, and our military advocating patriotism in our community. Please keep this letter as a receipt of your donation. This letter confirms that you're provided for a charitable contribution. Thanks again for your donation. Please accept the gratitude and appreciation from the members of Post 509. Also, I'd like to say that this year, within the past, this year when we started, but within the past 30 days, we had 5 members that passed from Post 509. And they were long-time members. As soon as I put my shirt on, I take it off and I'm going to another funeral. And thank you for the moment of silence that you gave for our members. that passed. I just came from a funeral this morning, and as soon as I got back from the funeral, I got a call that we have another funeral on Thursday. So, with that, I just wanted to give you an update on our building. We are in the process now, I know it's almost a year long, but we're in the process now of getting an environmental study process for the rest of the grant that we need. So we'll conquer that part and then see what we need next, okay? I'd like to thank Ms. Berkeley, Committeewoman Berkeley, for submitting us for another grant with Home Depot, and they came out and we met with them, and they just went through the whole building and just asked us what we need. And what happens now is that the grant has been approved, but they'll just see how much we're going to get and what supplies we can use and everything else. But we did ask for a multiple of things, okay, so carpet and and chairs and stuff like that, everything. So I'd like to thank you, Ms. Berkeley, for helping us out with that.
My
that
pleasure.
grant. I appreciate that. And congratulations to new committeeman, like we haven't seen. But congratulations to Mayor Sandy Henley. Congratulations to Committeewoman Mungo for being reelected again. And thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
With no one else, do we have all in favor to close?
Aye.
Dates to remember, the next meeting is scheduled January 16, 2024 at 7 p.m. Township Committee comments from Township Committee members?
I'd just like to say, I hope everybody does have a happy and healthy new year. I want to thank again Linda for coming in and swearing me in for my next 3-year term. I'm very excited to serve the community of West Hampton again the next 3 years. And I do want to also mention, we did have our Christmas decorating lights, and my family and I drove around in our car and did our voting, and it was a lot of fun. So I thank all of the residents that participated, whether you were in the contest or not. It still was an opportunity to drive around and see everybody kind of shining their lights. So it was nice. So thank you for participating. We hope to have more activities for our community moving forward.
I'd like to say it's a pleasure to see you, Honorable Linda Hines. So thank you for coming out and swearing Deputy Mayor Mungo, and thank you also for Troy Singleton, who's had to leave. And congratulations to Mayor Sandy Henley on his new term, and also to Deputy Mayor Jamie Mungo. Thank you for your continued service. And thank you, residents, for coming out.
Yes, I'd like to thank you all for coming when there wasn't any big thing that we had to really decide. So it was great just to have people coming out. I look forward to seeing you in 2024 because we always learn a lot from you, and I appreciate that. Condolences. I just feel so bad. You've lost so many of our vets. It's very heart-wrenching. And I got to meet some of them a while ago. So I'm very sorry to hear that. There's nothing new with the schools because they've been away on holidays, but they are ready to come back. I was able to do the early childhood meeting, and the goal now is within 5 years that we will have 90% of our preschool population have free preschool in West Hampton. It will grow every year a little bit. Linda, what can I say? I got to know you when you were up here, and you were my mentor, and we've got to get together again. I really appreciate, at least I know I'll see you once a year. So I was able to go through the new handbook that we passed, because I didn't have it at that time. There was 2 things that I just wanted to bring up. Something that was new was employees are not allowed to use their own personal cell phones at any time at work. I can understand you don't want people and their cell phones doing personal things, but there are many people that are not in the building that need their cell phones to do the work, such as Public Works. We don't give each Public Works person their own cell phone that's belonging to the township. I know the Recreation Director, Todd, is never in one place at a time. He has to use his own cell phone because we don't give him a cell phone for the township, and he's doing lots of work for the township, sometimes possibly the emergency squad. So I think we need to look at that and not just say, period, never use that cell phone unless it's an emergency, or we need to talk to people and maybe give them cell phones if they're using their own cell phone so much for their job because they're out of the building. The other thing that is new is drug tests and marijuana. I think we need that because marijuana is legal, and we can't have people, especially driving around in trucks and things, when they're not able to do a job like that. But also we have to be aware that marijuana stays in the urine for 30 days. It could stay in the body for 5 to 13 days in the blood, and in the saliva up to 12 hours. So it depends how we're going to test. Are we going to test and say it's been in your urine for 30 days? When it was a week ago on vacation, they were doing something that's legal in New Jersey. I think it probably needs to be looked at and revised, because a lot of the things that were changed were, if you don't do this, you'll be disciplined or fired. There's no kind of gray area. And I think we need to look at that and not just hold things over people's head, saying if you turn on that cell phone to call the office or turn on the cell phone to call someone else that's a vendor, it's your cell phone and you could get in trouble. So other than that, Happy New Year, and I look forward to working with my wonderful township committee. Thank you.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming in today and bringing the new year in with us. Big thank you to Honorable Hines for gracing us with your presence today. Congratulations to Mayor Henley and Deputy Mayor Mungo. It's my honor and privilege to serve behind you as leaders and follow in your footsteps as well. Thank you.
Last but certainly, well, maybe least, but I'd like to thank Senator Singleton for coming out and being committed to West Hampton, and I think that it kind of falls on deaf ears sometimes that he's not even over West Hampton. So to be able to come out and support, just as someone who cares about the area and the town that is neighboring to a lot of the towns that he supports, is a really big deal. And obviously our homegrown Honorable Linda Hines, who, you know, is my first running mate and someone who's taught me a lot. So to be able to see you yearly is a good thing. And, you know, we'll talk on the phone every now and again whenever we got something juicy to discuss. James Grace for filling in for Bob, another West Hampton resident. So, you know, it's a lot of West Hampton in here who has a lot of success stories that's able to have those conversations. So to be surrounded by a lot of these good people is definitely something that is a thrill for me. And the residents who came out we appreciate you guys coming out, as well as the professionals, obviously, to make sure that we put you back on, but in all sense, you know, to be here to support as well our police department, our administrator, our assistant administrator, and obviously these good people that I'm sitting up here with. So with that being said, a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Silent break.